Good evening, and I welcome you, students. Last time I have been telling you about amino acids, and we have told
Yes,
you that there are 20 natural amino acids. And
yes, sir.
can you tell me the name of the amino acid which is optically inactive?
Glycine.
Glycine. Okay. Are these natural amino acids found to be D or L configuration?
Naturally occurring are L.
L configuration. So we have told you students that amino acids, that means students, they will contain NH2 groups. They are basic and they have COOH groups which are
Acidic.
acidic. There can be more than one. There can be more than one. And 20 natural amino acids have been given in the book table, students, and they were found to be L configuration. This is an important point when I talk of this L configuration, students. So what you are saying, N2 group is on this side, you are saying R, then this is your alpha amino acid group. R group is a substituent which can be changed, students,
Yes, sir.
and we have given a list of these amino acids. They can be represented by three letters on one letter. These names are trivial, students. We told you something about, students, the zeta ion. What is a zeta ion, students? Did we tell you about zeta ion?
No, sir.
Okay, we will tell you. This is an important question which will be asked students in the paper. Okay. All right. Here is a way of representing the alpha amino acid. This is my alpha carbon, and further, this is COOH, carbon, 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 alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and so on. Okay.
Yes.
So what we say, students, we can represent, and here at alpha carbon you have NH2 group. Okay, no problem. So students, they're the natural amino acids which are 20. We have taken a part of that from the book, and this NH2 group is on the left side, therefore represent L
L
configuration,
configuration.
students. L configuration of these amino acids. Now, as you can see, they have been represented by three letter symbol or one letter code. This is a code. Coding has been done, student. Coding, you are aware of code, student. Code of glycine is G, alanine is A, V,
A.
L, I, like that. Why we do that, we will tell you, because when they will form, student, polymers, then there will be large number of such units, and therefore if I will write the complete name, then the name will become very long. So we will use these codes, student, to show the sequence in which they are joined with each other. And you have seen, whenever the monomer units, whenever small units, students, combine to form, whenever monomer single units, they combine to form polymers, student, polymers, there are usually large number of molecules, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And there is a bond, student, there is a linkage which has to be there in order to combine these mono units. What type of linkage was found in carbohydrates, students?
Glycosidic.
Glycosidic. In carbohydrates, you found glycosidic linkage, COC type of linkage, students. Condensation of two monosaccharides with the loss of water molecules and formation of oxide bond. And here, students, In this cases, the amino acids, these are alpha amino acids, natural. They will also form polymers, and they will form, student, a bond. This is a linkage, student. This is a linkage. What is this known as?
Peptide
Peptide
linkage.
linkage or a peptide bond. Very important. CONH, students. So there is a COH group on one and NH2 group on the other amino acid, student. They will condense with the loss of water molecule to form a peptide bond. We'll explain to you all these things, students. So there is a amino acids which I told you, these are usually colorless crystalline solids.
Okay.
They are usually colorless and crystalline solids, students, solids, and they are water soluble, high melting solids, high melting points. So that means, students, their behavior like a salts rather than simple amines or carboxylic acid. They are behaving like salts, students, rather than
Yes, sir.
simple COH or simple. These are carboxylic acids, and these are amines.
Amines.
So they are not behaving either of these two. So this is group is acidic, student, and this group is basic. So the two groups are present within the same molecule, student. So what can happen? What can happen now? Let us see that the NH2 group has a lone pair of electrons. COH group, student. What is this? This is acidic. Acidic.
Acidic.
So what can happen? This proton can go to this. And then what can happen, student? You may have NH3 plus, and this can form CO minus within the same molecule. It is possible, student. So there is a dipolar ion.
Okay.
Dipolar ion can be formed, student. We'll tell you what this is known as. These are called the Zeter ions. Zeter ions. We'll show the structure of this. That was the reason this question was given in the paper, student. Zeter ion, student, is a dipolar ion, student, which has a positive as well as a negative ion present inside this. So they can act like a salt, student. And since there is a plus minus, there will be higher melting point, student, and also solubility in water. If we talk of the classification of the amino acids, student, classification of the amino acids. Every attempt has been made to classify, students. So one of the way to classify is, student, they can be acidic, basic, or neutral, student. I can have acidic amino acids. I can have basic amino acids, students. And third, I can have a neutral amino acids. This will depend on, student, the number of COOH and NH2 groups present in the molecule. Present in the molecule. If you have more of COH group, what will happen? If you have more of this, then acidic. If you have more of amino group, then it will become basic. If the equal number is there, what will happen? They will go towards the
Neutral.
neutral pH, students, neutral pH. Therefore, students, the acidic amino acids, we can have acidic amino acids have carboxylic group in their side chain, student, Examples are given aspartic and glutamate. We have shown you there is a side chain beside what I told you. What we have shown student R group, NH2 group, then you have COH group student. So these groups are always there and R can have student a carboxylic group. What will happen then? The number of COH group becomes more than number of NH2 group. These acids will become acidic in nature. They are
Acidic
called
amino
acidic
acids.
amino acids. Examples are lysine. Examples are aspartic acid and glutamic acid. At least one name we should know, student. If a paper in the paper they say aspartic acid is neutral, acidic, basic.
Acidic.
So any such questions can be put before our students. So aspartic and glutamic acid. And basic amino acids contain amino group in their side chain. There will be some compounds which have NH2 group here. Students, lysine and arginine student are examples of this. Are examples of this.
So in this table, in the book, there are 20 amino acids and their nature is given. So all those 20 have to be learned, or two examples can be learned.
No, no, we just go through them, but one or two we know because if they ask us to name, then we can name it. We don't have to learn all this. Basically, they will make the protein students. We can't remember all the names. It is not possible. But when certain examples are asked, at least one should be known to us. As I said, types of all amino acid, 20 amino acids are classified into two different amino acid groups, students. Further classification has been done on the basis whether they are essential or non-essential. Essential or non-essential amino acid, student. What do you mean by essential, student? Tell me, what is the meaning of essential amino acids? What will be the meaning of essential amino acid? Tell me.
Essential will be those which we require, which our body cannot be synthesized.
Essential amino, because these amino acids are required by our body, students, as they will be making synthesis of proteins. Different type of proteins are required in the body. Now, those amino acids which cannot be synthesized by the body, student, they will become essential. They have to be taken from the food and diet, from your food, student, which you are eating. So they are called essential. And out of 29 are the essential amino acids. And others are non-essential, means the body can make them. There is a system in the body. Your body is a complete chemical factory, student. As you know, the cells are performing functions, making up compounds, synthesizing them and using them. Repairing, repairing work is going on and new cells are being formed, student. Body is a manufacturer. Everything is inside you, student. More is less is outside, more is inside. But to keep the things working inside, we need food, student. Food. And what type of food we eat,
Okay.
and that will decide the type of the chemical reactions which will take place in your body. Those who are eating junk material, then what body will do? The cells need student substances to produce whatever you are talking about, carbohydrate, fats, lipids, proteins, and what if you don't put those right fuel, right food, what will happen? So that is the story which we understand. There are essential amino acid, students, and essential amino acids cannot be made by the body, student, very clearly. They must come from food. At least one example, at least one example of essential and non-essential should be known. It has been asked in the paper.
Okay.
They said give an example of essential amino acid. Examples we are seeing arginine, student, histidine, isoleucine, leucine. At least the simplest one Try to remember valine is simple. Then I say, okay, essential amino acid, student, valine. It looks easier to me, student. I will put it. And non-essential one, students. An amino acid that can be made by humans, and so essential to the human diet. The non-essential amino acids are alanine, asparagine, aspartic acid, glutamic acid, serine, tyrosine, student. So non-essential alanine is easy. Alanine, student. As the picture, as the table was given, student, I want to show you what was given the table, student. This is a table, student. These are the amino acids. R is our side chain. If the R contains COH group, then it becomes acidic. If it contains NH2 group, basic. If it contains none of the two, then it is neutral.
Neutral.
And we can't remember the structure of all this, is not required for our course, students. But certain structures have been given, student, for R group. R group, you can see they have COH group, they have NH2 groups. And you have seen stars have been put in some cases. Did you see star? Stars. Amino acid with star, valine, star, leucine, star, 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 star. What are these stars? The star is the essential amino acid. So students, those which are essential amino acids, they are represented by a star in the book, in the table.
Okay.
Clear? So you can learn at least one or two of them. Essential and non-essential. Essential and non-essential has been asked in the paper. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this question has been put, student. Just to show you the structure of 2 or 3. This is my glycine. Glycine, NH2 on the left hand side. This is a chiral or achiral? Achiral. Therefore, it is optically inactive. That is the only amino acid which is optically inactive. A question was put up. Now here is aspartic acid. You can see there is a COH group and NH2, and there is an extra CH group, aspartic acid. And this is another acid, student. We have added one more CH2 group. So like this, there will be different type of amino acids. As I said, table has been given, but it may not be possible for us to go through each and every structure. In such a detail, study is not required, is a part of biochemistry, which will be done in some other classes. Amino acids are colorless crystalline solids, high melting, greater than 200, soluble in water, slightly soluble in coal, dissolve with difficulty in this. R group of amino acid and pH solvent play important role in the solubility. Always it will happen. R group will become highly hydrophobic, then solubility will fall. Or if it has polar groups, then more solubility. And pH will also be important. On heating to high temperature, they decomposed. All except glycine are active. Peptide bond formation. This important point, peptide bond formation, student. Amino acids can connect with a peptide bond. What is a peptide bond is important. Question for the paper, student. Peptide bond. This is very, very important. Has been asked so many times. As we said, this group is our peptide linkage to CONH. Equivalent bond between alpha amino group. I'm saying alpha amino group, student. This is a point to be noted. Of one amino acid and alpha carboxylic group of the other, student. In the paper, he will say peptide bond is formed by amino group and carboxylic group of the other. Then you will say alpha amino group and carboxylic of the other. And then you will say alpha carboxylic and amino group of the other. Then you will say alpha amino and alpha carboxylic. Other. Give the four choices. Four choices. See how the choices are
Okay.
made. All the answers look right, correct? Tell me. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now the students will be confused. All the answers are right. This question has been put in the medical students that peptide bond is formed by amino group of one and carboxylic group of other. Then he says alpha amino group of one and carboxylic of the other. Then he says amino of one and alpha carboxylic of the other. Then he says alpha amino of one and alpha carboxylic of other. Which is the correct answer, students?
Alpha amino and alpha carboxyl.
Okay, thank you very much. This was a point, student. Question is a very one word will be twisted, student. But to me, I mean, first time I see all the answers are correct. I will say, oh no, very good. I can put anyone. In reasoning and asserting also, student, they will put a question like this. So you got the point why I say that pay attention, student. Every word I write, student, every word I speak, you will pay attention or you will lose something. Why? Because in my every lecture of YouTube, you will find I am going to decode, student, chemistry, every word and every line. I will explain, I will try to see that you basically take chemistry as a science subject and learn it. If you are able to learn it, student, memory part will become very less. Memorizing and mugging will not be required to the extent which students are doing. After learning, if you learn it, student, then you have memory, student, and then you write your notes, student, you are through. You are through, student. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
All the things are required. But first priority is this. If I don't do this and do this, then I don't know what I am doing. We are not comfortable, student. Not comfortable. Okay. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, students. Now the important question has been asked on this many times. Zeta ionic property. Zeta ionic property. It will come in many cases, student, when I write certain things. Zeta ionic. See, zeta ion is a molecule with functional group which has at least one positive and one negative electrical charge, student. It could be anyone. There are so many CH groups or so many amino groups, but at least there should be one positive and one negative electrical charge, student. But you know the net electrical charge of the molecule is always zero. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Is there any molecule which has a charge, student, when it is formed? No. But that doesn't mean there are no positive or negative charges within the molecule. There will be equal number of positive and negative charges, right?
Yes, sir.
So entire molecule we are saying is zero charge. So amino acids are best known examples of zeta ion. Therefore, is an important question, student, for the paper, and has been asked repeatedly. They contain a basic and a carboxylic acidic. The NH2 group is strong base, so it picks up proton from CH to leave a zeta ion. The neutral zeta is usual form amino acid exists in solution. What do you see? This is a basic student, basic. You can see the lone pair, and this group is acidic student, H plus. This will leave and then it will get attached to this. So what you get is a negative and positive ion student. You can see the negative and positive ion student. So this will result in the formation of a dipolar ion. What type of ion is this student? Dipolar ion.
Dipolar.
And this is called a zeta ion. Zeta ion. Now, electrically, when things become charged, you see that there are electrical properties. This will depend on the pH of the solution, student. Few more interesting things. Amphoteric amino acids are amphoteric in nature. Why they are? What do you mean by amphoteric? Amphoteric. I use so much in chemistry. What is amphoteric, students?
Which can show both acidic and basic behavior.
Okay. It can act as acid. It can act as a base. Why, student? Because it has COH.
COH group and NH2 group.
This group is acidic, student. This group is basic. Fundamental questions are there, student. You learn it, you will be through. It will come in every case. Okay. Sometimes if a question is given, how will you test a student? There's a test which only famous test I am giving. There could be more information. We don't need that much for our course. Nin-hydrin test is used, student. In chemistry lab also students do these type of tests, students, to test the amino acids. When 1 milliliter of nin-hydrin solution is added to 1 milliliter of protein, test of protein, student, is in the course of chemistry lab. Chemistry lab, you will do test of, you have done test of glucose, you have done carbohydrate, fat, and protein. Heated, the formation of violet color indicates the presence
Yes,
of
sir.
amino acids. More interested in this, you can look up in the books. We don't need more than that. Okay? In the lab also, you are doing certain tests. So this test can be done. Therefore, students, now we have got information about the amino acids. 20 natural amino acid, alpha amino acid, L configuration. Mostly optically active except glycine, students. Classification, you have learned. Zeta ion, now you know. Structures of few, you know. Essential and non-essential amino acids, you know. Because these are going to be the chapter of biomolecules, students. There is a lot of biology which you will learn in bio classes more than in chemistry. As you see that physics, atoms and molecules small, chemistry, molecules bigger, and biomolecules bigger, student. Biomolecules are bigger as they are polymers, student. Polymers, okay, right?
Yes, sir.
So what I'm trying to tell you, basic things. Physics, in physics you are dealing with atoms and its structure, what is inside the atom, student. Then in chemistry you are talking of molecules, students. And then you come to chemistry, then you come to student, from chemistry, you are going to biochemistry, student. That is biomolecules, student. They are still, this is small, this is bigger, this is still bigger. And then what is happening, student? What is happening? What is happening, student? Just to, we are learning everything, that's all. Then you come to the biology, student. What is happening in biology? This is becoming this size. Organs, student. Organs. Right?
Yes, sir.
But where are they coming from? All these smaller particles. Smaller units, student. But this chemistry will play the biggest role. Because these are the molecule, students, and elements. Carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, which are combining in a very, very complex fashion, student. And to produce certain nucleic acids, DNA, RNA, everything. We'll study that about also. You should get a feeling of the subject which you are learning. Are you getting a feel or not? What I'm trying to say. Do you understand
Yes,
or
sir.
appreciate what I am trying to do?
Yes, sir.
Certain words, certain lines are written in book. We are explaining them, and we are going beyond that, student. We are trying to expand your thinking, imagination, and an attempt to curiosity to learn the things, students. How the things have developed. It is not a one man's job, student. Lakhs of scientists are working all over different parts of the world, student, and collaborating and talking with each other for years, hundreds, thousands, millions of years, and that is the story where we are today. Okay, now amino acids are there. What will they do? I am not doing anything. They do themselves in nature, students. They will form, student, bigger molecule, polymers, student, polymers. The units which you are using and you are made up of, students. So we're talking of protein, student. Proteins are large biomolecules or macromolecules which consist of one or more long chains of amino acid residues. But they are long chains of, I'm saying long chains of amino acid residues. There are many amino acids, student. We have shown only 20 natural, but beyond that, there is no end. There is so many of amino acids. A linear chain of amino acid residue is called a polypeptide, student. Dipeptide means two amino acids combined. Tri means three. Tetra means four. But when very large will combine, there will be a chain, student, linear chain. That will be called a polypeptide. Contains a protein contains at least one long polypeptide chain, student. What will happen in protein? There will be at least one long chain of polypeptide. Polypeptide means a large number of peptide bonds will be there, students. The question which we put up before you is, what is a peptide bond, student? Very important. The basic structure, student, there's a glycosidic bond, peptide bond. I will talk of DNA, RNA. I have to go diester bond, ester bond. First, POP bond, student. Everywhere bonds are being found. And hydride bonds. So much, everything is a bond, right?
Yes, sir.
Without bond, nothing is working. There is a bond between you and me, also, student. A teacher-student bond is there. Without bond, nothing is working in the life also. In the family also, there are bonds, students. Parents and children, there is a bond between them. So molecules will also form a bond between them, students. And depending on what type of units are there. So student is an amide type of covalent chemical bond. You have seen what is an amide, student. What is amide? Tell me. C double bond O NH2. This is amide in chemistry. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now I'm saying amide type of bond will be there. That is the name polypeptide ID. This IDE is still there. Linking two consecutive alpha amino acids. I'm saying two alpha amino acids from C1 carbon number 1 of alpha amino and N2 nitrogen of another along a peptide or a protein chain. Now I have mentioned two more points here. What is that point, student? The number I have given here. C1 and 2. Did I give a number? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So pay attention.
Yes, sir.
A question in, you see, NEET and all that, they are getting like this type of numbers, students, and nobody knows about them. And then students write whatever they want. They'll try to guess it, student. The carbon of one amino acid is C1 and the nitrogen of the other amino acid is number 2 and 2, student, because there will be more than, there can be more than one carbon and more than one amino groups present in the amino acids. You have seen the structures of them. R chain, your side chain, I told you, it can have anything. So here what is happening? Let me see. This is C COH. This is a see the carboxylic group. This is my alpha carbon, alpha carbon. ठीक है? Alpha
Yes, sir.
amino acid. And this is my carbon 1 student. This is carbon 1. And here what is happening? This is my carbon 1 student. This is carbon 2. This is carbon 2. That is what we call as alpha carbon. ठीक है? And this is then nitrogen 2 student. This H and OH, what they are doing, student? What is happening? What is happening? This they are student losing minus H2O. Combining, ठीक है? And you can see here what is the bond. This is the linkage which we call as a peptide bond. Dehydration, what do we call this as? Dehydration, condensation, ठीक है, of two
Okay.
amino acids to form CONH bond, students. Loss of H2O. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Important points. 2, 3, 4. Learning, student. I hope you got the point.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then these are the way the questions are framed in the paper, students. So what do we say? Array of function with organism, including catalyzing metabolic reaction, student. What these are going to do for us, students? What these are going to do, students? These amino acids. What they do? What they do for us, students? They are catalyzing metabolic reaction, DNA replication, responding to stimuli, student structure to cells and organism, transporting molecules from one location to proteins differ from one another primarily. So what are the proteins function, student, in the body? They are forming proteins now. What type of functions they do? This is more of bio, student, which we will learn in biology. So in the sequence of amino acids, which is dictated by nucleotide sequence of their genes, which usually result in protein folding into specific 3D structure that determines its activity. This is, we'll learn a lot of things, but not everything in this course. Okay? Those
Yes.
students interested can learn in biology more than this. But I will give more information than what you see in your book, student. Okay? Whatever is required. Here you can see this is my amino acid. This is, which one is this amino acid, student? This is glycine and this is alanine. Glycine and alanine are simple. You can easily remember them. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Here CH3, R group is CH3. Here R is H. R is H. This is CH3, you see. Now what is happening? Minus water and this bond is. This is a peptide linkage, student. We told you peptide linkage. So what you said, two alpha amino acids here we have shown. Okay? They are
Yes.
forming, what is this? A dipeptide. Okay? Di means there are two units, students. Okay?
Yes,
The
sir.
product of reaction here is called dipeptide, made up of the students two amino acids. Okay? When one carboxylic, this is a dipeptide. Okay?
Yes, sir.
How many peptide bonds are there in dipeptide? How many?
One peptide.
One.
One peptide bond.
One peptide bond. Because a question was put up like this. ठीक है? If there are 3 amino acid students, 3 alpha amino acids are coming, then what will they form? Tripeptide.
Tripeptide.
How many peptide bonds will be there? 2.
2.
If there are 5 pentapeptide,
4. 4 peptide bonds.
okay, pentapeptide, peptide student, there will be 4. So the number of peptide bond is one less than the number of amino acids. There was a question which was asked, how many peptide bonds are there, student? Pentapeptide, hexapeptide, ठीक है? And student, when number of amino acids is, when number of amino acids is more than 10, we call it polypeptide. ठीक है? Polypeptide. So what we are talking of polypeptide, they will contain more than 10 unit, students. And when it contains more than 100 amino acid residues, we call residue because you know what is lost from it. Residue because it is not complete amino acid, there is a loss of water, you have seen that. So more than 100 amino acid will be there, student. Their molecular mass, student, is more than 10,000 U, student. AMU, 10,000 means one molecule, I'm saying, one molecule. This is called a protein. So when a protein will be formed, students, when there will be more than 100 amino acid residues together. So what is a protein then? Protein is a polymer. It is a polypeptide in which there are more than 100 amino acid units. But there can be different amino acid units, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, student, there will be different type of proteins. And but a polypeptide chain has to be formed. Polypeptide chain has to be formed to form a protein, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, the distinction between polypeptide and protein is not very sharp, but we are saying more than 100. Fewer amino acids may be also considered as proteins, it's not necessary. For example, insulin, student. Tell me, what is insulin? Insulin, where it is used? Insulin is being used for what purpose?
Insulin is produced by the pancreas in the body,
What is the function of that?
and
I am not a bio student. You have been a bio student. You will learn more about this. It is a protein and it is considered a protein with 51 amino acids. How many amino acids are there in insulin, student? 51 amino acids.
51.
That number is important because they may ask you something.
Okay.
We're not talking of biological functions of that in the chemistry paper, but in the book he writes 51 amino acids, then sometime they will put up a question on that. It is made from how many? 51. So it should not be protein, but it is also considered as a protein. Otherwise, the definition we gave you more than 100. Because it has a well-defined conformation of a protein. Well-defined conformation of a protein, student. So insulin has been kept in the list of proteins, students, in the chemistry. Okay. How many amino acids I told you in insulin? 51.
51.
51. 51 रुपए आसान है. Certain things we remember by our, I mean, mnemonics or whatever we use, students. Now the question is that we have understood how the proteins are formed. And there is not one type of, there are very large number of proteins which are working inside your body, students. That's why different type of foods provide different protein, student. All are required. You are eating the same type of food every time, they will give only one type of protein. But different sequence of amino acid will make different proteins, and each one is important. Even you have seen enzymes are also protein, students, enzymes in the body. Sometimes we feel have some problems due to deficiency of enzymes. Classification of protein, student, is important. How will we classify the proteins? One of the ways students they have classified protein is on the basis of their molecular shape. I'm saying molecular shape, students. Molecular shape. And basically, we talk of two types of proteins. Fibrous proteins, student. What is the meaning of a fiber, student? What is the meaning of fiber? Fiber, what is fiber, student, in everyday life? What is a fiber? Thread?
Fi Fibers are the thread which make up the cloth.
Thread, student. Thread. What is the shape of the thread? धागा क्या है? धागा. So this is a polypeptide chain. Basically, we told you. Therefore, you are saying there will be polypeptide chains. And you have seen what is a polypeptide chain. There are more than 100 units of amino acid. They are joined by a peptide linkage, peptide bonds. When they run parallel, when polypeptide chains, student, run parallel, I am saying, run parallel, they are held together by students, hydrogen and disulfide bonds. In chemistry, bonds are very important. That is a question where it will come by hydrogen and disulfide bonds. Then they give a fiber-like structure. What they give? Fiber-like structure, students. And student, fiber-like structures, what are the properties? They are water insoluble. What I'm saying? Water insoluble. Can you give me an example of fibrous protein, student? Example of fibrous protein.
एग्जाम्पल ऑफ फाइब्रस प्रोटीन आर वन तो केराटिन होता है जो हेयर में प्रेजेंट होता है.
Keratin. Where it is present?
हेयर.
Hair, wool, and silk. How do you make wool, student? Wool कहाँ से बनती है? Silk, where are you are getting silk from? तो ये hair जो है. Another one is myosin, student. Myosin is present in muscles. How do you remember? Sometime example is asked, student. You are taking a bath. Do your hair dissolve in water?
नो सर.
Well, that means it is a protein which is insoluble, and then it is a fibrous protein. Fibrous protein, keratin. If my hairs will dissolve in water, then there will be no hair left, student. ठीक है? So this is fibrous protein. They ask examples also many times. This is a biochemistry chapter, student. We have to learn each and every word. Okay. Further, student, the second type I am talking is globular, student, proteins. Globular, student. What means by globular, student? Globe. What is globular? What type of shape you have, globular, student?
ग्लोब्यूल्स.
So something
Spherical
like
shape.
spherical shape.
यस सर.
Spherical shape, student. Spherical shape. But what it is made up of? Polypeptides. Everything is polypeptides in proteins. Clear? Now these polypeptide will do what, students? Polypeptides will coil around student. Coil around. They will coil around. What is happening? Coil around. Polypeptides will coil around. And this will give a spherical shape to them students. These are student soluble in water. Usually we are saying student, usually they are soluble in water soluble.
Okay.
He will ask you give an example of the globular protein students. One important we should at least remember. Example of the student. Sometimes they ask a difference between the two. Example, at least one we should remember student. Insulin. Insulin is easy to remember. Insulin is a globular protein student.
Okay.
Insulin is a globular protein. It is spherical in shape student. It coils around, is soluble in water. Soluble in water students. And other examples are, you have know about albumins. Albumins. Where they are found student? Albumins. Albumins.
एग में होता है एल्ब्यूमिन.
एग में है ना. तो एग जो
Yes
आप
sir,
खाते
एग
हो
में
तो
होता
उसमें
है.
प्रोटीन मिलता है. एग में
Yes sir,
प्रोटीन मिलता है ना. कौन सा होता है एग के अंदर प्रोटीन? कहाँ पर होता है? वेयर इज इट?
एल्ब्यूमिन जो
हाँ वो
वाइट पोर्शन होता है.
व्हाइट वाला है ना. बहुत सारे
Yes sir.
लोग अंदर येलो नहीं खा रहे हैं, व्हाइट खा रहे हैं सिर्फ. जो एग में है व्हाइट वाला जो है, तो इसमें में एल्बुमिन है. वो जो येलो वाला वो कह रहे हैं कोलेस्ट्रॉल है उसमें. तो यहाँ पर हमें ये प्रोटीन मिल सकता है एग में. Therefore, students, I hope in today's lecture we have been able to tell you the key takeaway. Key takeaway for these notes is very clear, student.
Okay sir.
What is the key takeaway, student? That we told you about 20 alpha natural amino acid students, and they were L configuration. And what type of linkage is their student when they combine to form polypeptides? Peptide bond. What is this called? Peptide linkage, student.
Tight bond.
Important question for the paper. And what happens, student? They will form proteins. These will form proteins which we have discussed with you. Through there will be chain of polypeptides, and they can be parallel or they can coil around, student, to give rise to two types of protein which we talked of: fibrous and globular, student. Globular and fibrous protein, student, can be formed from these. And you have seen important point, student. What is a zeta ion? All these questions are put in repeated form, students. All right, then bye bye. I hope you understood everything and information is very clear. Then we will meet you in our next class. Okay, good night
Okay.
and take care.
Okay. Thank you sir.
Okay.